Bonjour tout le monde. Welcome to learning about adjectives. All you ever wanted to know about adjectives and more that you didn't. What is an adjective? An adjective is a word that describes a noun, person, place, or thing. In French, all nouns have a gender, either masculine or feminine. Be thankful you aren't learning German. There are 3 genders there. So each adjective has to agree with the noun it describes. So adjectives in French have a masculine and a feminine form too. Say what? If you're describing something that is feminine or female, you will use a feminine form of the adjective. These often, but not always, end with an E. Masculine adjectives often do not end with an E. Since there is a vowel after the final consonant, the way you say the adjective changes. So here we're describing boys and girls, all right? And we have masculine adjectives and feminine adjectives. Listen to the examples. Il est paresseux, elle est paresseuse. Notice there's an E and it sounds different. Il est peureux, elle est peureuse. Once again. Il est gentil, elle est gentille. This one doesn't sound different, but there is a spelling change. And the word sympa is the same for everybody. Il est sympa, elle est sympa. Il est heureux, elle est heureuse. Now this one is also the same idea. It sounds the same, but there is a spelling change. Il est stressé, elle est stressée. Il est nerveux, elle est nerveuse. Il est souriant, elle est souriante. Il est malheureux, elle est malheureuse. Triste always ends with an E. Il est triste, elle est triste. Il est émotif, elle est émotive. Il est amoureux, elle est amoureuse. Can you hear the changes in the sound? Here's some more examples. Il est français, elle est française. Il est excellent, elle est excellente. Il est brun, elle est brune. Il est blond, elle est blonde. Il est intelligent, elle est intelligente. Il est laid, elle est laide. Il est petit, elle est petite. Il est intéressant, elle est intéressante. So here's a big clue. Have you ever noticed that some things have un in front of them, such as un garçon, un livre, un bateau, un train? Some things have une, such as une fille, une fenêtre, une porte, une classe. Another clue is the use of le or la. Le and un are masculine. Le means the, and un means a or an. Like a boy, a book, a boat, a train, that sort of thing. La is the, also feminine, and une is a or an, feminine too, like a girl, a window, a door, a class. Okay, so those are clues. So where do you put this adjective? In English, an adjective comes before the noun. The tired boy, the blonde girl. In French and Spanish, Italian, Portuguese, the adjectives usually come after the noun they are describing. Le garçon, fatigué. La fille, blonde. See how this works? We say the thing before we start describing it. But wait, there's more. Not only does the adjective need to agree in gender, but it wants you to let everyone know its number. Is it singular or is it plural? This means adding an S at the end. Wait a minute. What if the adjective already ends in S? No worries. Just let it be if it's masculine. If it's feminine, add the E to make it feminine and the S to make it plural. So example, il est français, ils sont français. No change. Elle est française, add the E to make it feminine. Elles sont françaises, add the E to make it feminine and the S to make it plural. Here's a list of adjectives that end in S when masculine. We know some of these and a few of them are new. Français, anglais, gris, gros, frais, confus, which is new, and surpris, which is new. So you add an E to make these feminine, but if it's masculine and there's more than one, just let it go. Is your mind totally blown? Because there's even more. Some adjectives end with an E anyways. So here's a list. Modeste, célèbre, bête, irrésistible, formidable, optimiste, pauvre, stupide, riche, facile, jeune, pessimiste, sévère, difficile, triste, timide, and sympathique. Sympathique can often be shortened to just sympa. C'est la vie. So you don't need to worry if the noun is masculine or feminine. Bonus! But you do need to add an S if it's plural. Okay? Can you handle more? To recap, all nouns in the Romance languages have gender. So all adjectives need to have gender too. But also, if you're talking about more than one item, the adjective has to agree or indicate that it is plural too. So this becomes a bit like solving a puzzle. Look for clues to gender when you are writing le, la, un, une. Put the adjective after the noun. For now, we will learn an exception later. The next slide shows a picture with a bunch of sentences describing the pictures. Let's check it out. So we have a picture with a bunch of cars in it and a bunch of sentences describing the pictures. So, il y a une voiture rouge, or verte, I'm sorry, can you see the voiture verte? Notice that the verte comes after the word voiture and the une tells you it's feminine, so we have an E there. Les voitures sont rapides. Well, S, right? There's more than one car that we're talking about. The cars are rapid. So we need to add all these things. But notice we don't pronounce the S here. It's just there. Il y a 5 voitures rouges. There are 5 red cars, but the car's red in French. So we need to have that S en voiture, S en rouge. Okay? Il y a 10 voitures. There are 10 cars. Oui? Les voitures sont petites. The cars are small. Well, voiture is feminine. We know this with the une up here. But when we're talking about all of them, we still need to add an E and an S to make it plural. So now we have something a little bit different. We're replacing les voitures with the word elles to mean they. They are American. Elles sont américaines. ES, feminine and plural. Elles sont sportives. Make it S for plural. Sportive is the feminine version of this one. Elles sont modernes. Moderne always ends with an E, so we add an S to make it plural. Il y a une voiture brune. Okay, right here in voiture brune, add E. La voiture brune est bizarre. Bizarre always ends with an E. So, can you make me something like this? Right? Can you take a picture and make something similar? Find a free use picture. Does it have objects to describe? Can you write at least 10 sentences? You can use the slide as a template about this picture using an adjective in each one. Open a new Google slide. Use words you know, but indicate if you need to look something up. Do not use Google Translate to do your work. This goes against the academic honesty code, and I can usually tell. So unless you tell me, it will be considered cheating, and that's not good. Do you accept this challenge? If so, go forth and be awesome.